Hello, it's a little bit of a showdown today of the cooking books. We do have here a lot of attractive books, attractive looking books. This is my favorite. We have Mad About It, we have Returnal cooking, we have food DIY. I especially like to discover a little bit of beef, a little bit of meat, a little bit of cow. Makes every day better. Looks beautiful. Images inside. We have Dinner Tonight by Ramsay. Beham. We have a new Nigella Lawson Christmas Cookery book. We have people's favorite Rick Stein and his travel adventures book right here. But today's book is going to be a little bit more about a showdown between two people who have sold over 1 million copies each. And what I'm talking about, these two, they are both very famous TV personalities. One is admired by people, the other one maybe not as much. So anyway, I have Gordon Ramsay and his kitchen nightmares, and we do have Mad About It and her daily cooking show. These two books both sold over 1 million of copies each. So what am I going to be doing today? It will be more like a competition between these two. And what we are going to do, we are going to have a look at the recipes provided inside, a little bit remark of what I noticed about these two books. So Mad About It, the way Mad About It is. Anyway, this is a complete collection. There's over 650 recipes. You will find all the classics. You may not find their adventurous recipes she is sometimes making on her TV show. However, you will find all like what Mad About It is. She's a simple lady, and most of her things or recipes you will find inside this book. You are very likely to find the products already inside of your fridge, so you don't need any fancy spices or fancy tools to go to the shop. When we talk about Gordon Ramsay, it's a little bit like mouth-watering recipes. He goes for quality. He wants the food to taste good. He may not be as simple as Mad About It. However, there is one thing these both authors share between each other. It is how well the books are written, how easy the recipes are to follow, and as well it's very pleasant to flip through the pages. Just before I start going on between the competition between Mad About It and Gordon Ramsay, what am I going to be doing? What I'll do, I'll show you this book. It's one of the most beautiful books that I've seen. However, if you like to see what you're cooking, and if you decide on what you're going to be cooking based on images, on how the food looks, this may not be your favorite. This is a really attractive book to have it on your shelf, to show to someone. Anybody seeing this book will say, wow, it's look at that. Right how you see it from the side. Bright orange colors. Very attractive. It's very nice feel, very nice touch. But if you are to follow the recipes based on images, look at it. So inside of the book, you will not find too many of the images. There's plenty of the recipes. It will be in the plain orange color, some of the images. But it's more about reading about it, and you don't know what it's supposed to look like. So let's proceed, let's see what happens. So what am I going to be doing between these two is I'm going to select the number, any number, and I'll give a point, but I personally think food nails it. Food does it better and better. Food does it better on any page I flip. I mean, I don't know word by word where I could find meat or anything. Anyway, let's say beat the number 20 to start with. I don't know the numbers. We start with the very bad. I go to contents. Well, if I say number 20, I may be cheating on myself or a competition, because we on a in this chapter 20. So just a little bit more about Mary Barry's book for someone who is thinking of buying, and maybe we don't have a book, we want to choose one. What you will find about Mary Barry, how easy and simple it is to choose what you want to cook. What do I mean by this? So we are opening contents. So contents into 8 hot and chilled soups. So we have it, and what you're going to find in the beginning is, in this chapter, you'll see an image of every single soup. It tells you your name, it tells you the page. That is how simple it's all filled out. Let's find another one. What would we love today? Right. Let's go for meat dishes. So we are turning to the page 226. And look at that. You choose what your eyes like. You can choose what your eyes like. And, well, you will never get bored of owning this book. You open a page, you're inspired, you definitely can go with that. In another case, when it comes to Gordon Ramsay, so how do the contents look like? You get more typical descriptions. So you get a name, good food for less, so it's like a slimming world, a little bit spices, meat, pork chops and pepper, chicken. Let's go for something stuffed today, and we go for pork stuffed with Manchelago and membrillo. So what you notice is the difference between Mary Barry and Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay is focusing a little bit more of a 5-star restaurant meals that makes your mouth watering. Now I follow both of the examples. Okay, Mary Barry, you can make something creative out of it, but if you want something delicious, extraordinary, I would say that is Gordon Ramsay. It's a way of cooking. You can be making the same meal as Gordon Ramsay does, but follow someone else's idea how to make it. You use exactly the same spices, exactly similar, same methods, and it will not taste as good as Gordon Ramsay's. It's just when he tells how to cook it, or if you see his YouTube videos, you can see how he is putting with extra attention to gain as much flavor of each meal as possible. So if he would be cooking a meat, he will keep on pouring all the cooking oil, the same cooking oil over and over again, the spiced cooking oil over the top to get the juice back to the meat. You can even see here an image, pork stuffed with manchego and membrillo. So we see the meat looks very wet. It looks very well absorbed now, and you don't need to spend keeping 2 hours keeping it in a fridge in a marinade. It's just a way of cooking that you keep on pouring things over and over again, even after the oven is it's mouth-watering. That's what Gordon Ramsay stands for. You may not like his personality, however, his recipes are really good. And maybe you may not like the way his personality is, but how good he is at putting it very simply into one page, what you need and what you need to do, and how to keep on doing it. Well, will keep you on a track of what you want to get. You'll get exactly what you see on the image, and you will not get confused even for a minute. Now we go back to the mari batter. Let's find something similar. So we had a meat dish, meat know-how, recipe Tuesday. So we go back to page 226. It's a lot of beef. She loves beef. Anyway, regardless of what you have in these images with mari batter, you can notice one thing: the meat looks less dry. Less marinated. It looks dry. Meat looks dry. You cannot find the same thing I found with Gordon Ramsay. And that regardless of what you have. Okay, she's showing you how to make meat. I said it's really easy to follow steps, but if you see here, this meat is cooked, it's dry. It doesn't have any juice inside of it. It's good, it looks good, but it's not as mouth-watering as Gordon Ramsay, so I give a point to Gordon Ramsay for the first recipe. Now what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be opening, I think let's go any random number, 179, we both do that, let's see what we're going to find. Let's see if we get a point just by a random number. Whom would I choose? Right, so we have 179 beef meatballs with orgeat, carrot, and pine nuts. Okay, it's simple. It looks good. It is simple. It looks good. We go back to that. For 179. Well, and we do have, it looks good. Herb grilled chicken. And again, you notice one thing. So, Gordon Ramsay it's a meal you will find in a Michelin 5-star, 3-star restaurant. Mari batter is a simple home-based meal. It looks simple, it looks homely. It's not made to impress. Gordon Ramsay is made to impress, but it's also mouth-watering. It's juicy, it's delicious. So I think for me personally, Gordon Ramsay is a little bit more meal-friendly than it would be mari batter. I would enjoy eating Gordon Ramsay's meals, but I would eat mari batter's meals as well, just to fill myself as fast as I can do. Maybe you want to cook something in a large quantities. When you choose mari batter, it is simple. You don't have to go to a shop to get a lot of ingredients for the food. It will look simple. It may not look as. It will be looking simple. It will be looking okay, and it will be delicious. But it may not just be as good as Gordon Ramsay. So to say that. I'm flipping through the pages now, and everything looks great. And you know Gordon Ramsay, he has a type of personality that everything is made to have that look. And the difference between this and this meals, between Gordon Ramsay and mari batter meals, is not much. Cooking style is similar. He just puts a little bit more action while cooking the same meal, just to make sure it's more spicy. But the representation is where it meets up. So you may spend half a minute more, only half a minute more for Gordon Ramsay's meal, but it will look just 10 times better. And you know what we say? If it looks good, it must be good. Look at that. It's how nice it is, how delicious. Wow, we got a winner, Gordon Ramsay. But anyway, guys, I have quite a lot more cooking books here with me. Distilled, Adventures, Travelers. So, if you only needed one book, I would say choose Gordon Ramsay, go with it, go with the flow. But if you start experimenting, I highly recommend get your hands on any of these. You can find them on Amazon. They are just around 20 pounds. I think they both cost 15 pounds each. And let's go, guys. Thanks, guys.